Oi! What the f***'s going on? My name's Sam. In case you didn't know, I'm a vegan. Now, there's a common misconception amongst vegans that we're always shoving our beliefs down people's throats. People feel like we're forcing them to do something. So today, me and my friend Matt are going to do a challenge. Who can get the most vegan conclusions asking only questions? You make a statement, you lose. Let's go.
Do you think it would be a personal choice if I were to kick a dog?
Kick dog.
If I had a dog, and
Yeah.
then I just...
Yeah, I know what this
okay.
means.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Okay, good.
But I'm not well like this to the dog.
You said you wouldn't kick the dog. Why wouldn't you kick?
There's been like a bunch of exposés kind of lately in the media with like sexual assault and sexual assault convictions.
Sure.
So if they came out and said it was my personal choice
Yeah.
to sexually assault this individual,
Yeah.
therefore it is morally justified, how would you feel about it? What would you respond?
In the context of murder, like, oh, I killed someone, it was my personal choice, that doesn't make sense.
Why not?
You can't justify personal choice if it affects someone else.
If we took that situation and moved it to a little bit of a different context, you know, someone's beating a dog, assaulting a dog, and they're saying that's my personal choice to do so, would you use, say, similar kind of logic?
Yeah, of course.
Makes sense. There's a victim involved, so it's not moral.
I think that's not morally justified as well because it's affecting
Right.
another living being.
Right. So like animals as well are capable of being victims.
Yeah, that's correct.
Maddie, next conversation you've got to start with. Do you like vegetables?
You got it. It's coming out right. Let's get it done. Do you like vegetables?
Yes.
What vegetables do you usually like to eat?
Tomatoes.
What do you think about the logic saying it's my personal choice to kill and eat animals?
Whereas it comes to dogs, I think socially, historically, they've been seen as more companion animals. And whereas like livestock such as cow, sheep, they're seen more as like resources. Although I can see like the cruelty in killing an animal for food, I don't really have much problem with it because I think growing up I've been socialized to see pigs as livestock and dogs as companions. Yeah.
When we're looking at these issues
Yeah.
of harm or violence,
Yeah.
do you think we should look at from the perspective of the oppressor or like the perspective of the victim?
Right. Actually, that's a really good point. I didn't think about that. Can I ask, like, what's your stance on it?
How am I supposed to answer this with a question? I don't want to shove my views down his throat.
What does your usual breakfast look like?
I have some fruits, a rice cake with a slice of cheese.
Like simply, or
Do you think there are any ethical considerations we need to make when choosing what kind of food we eat?
That's interesting because since I was a kid, I'm not too comfortable eating meat.
I can't answer this. Maybe. What do you think my stance on it is?
well, I think that if you're holding this conversation, then you would probably be someone who thinks it's morally inconsistent that people can keep dogs alive but kill pigs.
Shit, you honestly expected that to work, Sam, you idiot.
What are your concerns with eating meat?
Since I was a kid, I'm not comfortable eating another animal.
Are you vegetarian now?
Not exactly.
Can you say I'm finding this difficult?
I don't know what you're finding difficult, but I can see that you're struggling with something.
If you could get all of the nutrients you need without eating meat, do you think that would be something that you would do?
Yeah, I think that's something I would do.
Would you say
Yeah.
we're at a mutual understanding of where I stand on this?
I don't know because you haven't confirmed it.
That is so true. I absolutely do think it's rather inconsistent.
This time you have to say, have you ever pet a cat?
Have you ever pet a cat?
That's the one.
Alright. Have you ever pet a cat?
Sure. Yes.
You guys enjoy that?
Yeah. Especially when they purr. It's great.
Would you ever eat a cat?
Personally, no.
Do you guys think that there's a real difference between eating a cat and eating a pig, for example?
Yes, I think cats are more domesticated, and I guess people think of them more as friends.
And what about dairy, for example? Like, do you think that any of the things you think about when eating meat, obviously animals have to die, do you think that anything like that happens in the dairy industry as well, for cheese?
No, I don't think so.
Did you know that within the dairy industry, cows are actually killed when they stop producing enough milk?
No, I didn't know that.
Do you think that if we can get all of the nutrition that we need without eating meat or eggs or milk, that that would be a logical conclusion to come to?
Yes, definitely. That was a good solution.
Like animals eat animals too. We are animals, so we eat animals. Yeah.
Do you think that we should kind of base our morality off of what other animals do in the wild, for instance?
You know how you can't really wrong an animal for doing something because it's an animal? You know how killer whales kill for fun? That's weird. That's strange to me.
Would you believe I didn't know that?
Okay, well, I actually learned that from TikTok the other day, so yeah.
Maddie, what is it? This time, you've got to start the conversation with, what is your favourite colour?
Oh, easy connection. No worries. What is your favorite color?
Mine is red and black.
Pink.
You two, would you say, have different favorite colors than each other?
Yeah, I think so. She just said pink, so.
So if I told you I eat animals because other animals eat animals,
Yeah.
do you think that would be like good logic on my part?
I mean, I'm personally not vegetarian or vegan, so I also eat animals. We do need nutrients and we do need food.
Do you think we need nutrients from animals?
Oh yeah, I guess I do. I don't think that you should eat meat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but I don't really see you with eating it occasionally.
Would you say people have different things other than colors that they like?
Uh,
Did you just say food?
Yeah.
Do you think we need to eat it like at all?
Well, I guess we don't need to if we have the nutrients.
So would you say we can be healthy as like vegans
Yeah,
/ vegetarians?
definitely. Like people live their whole lives as vegans.
Do you think we need to think about whether we buy vegetables or meat, for example?
I think we should go green, but what to do? I'm young, I love meat.
If we can be healthy without harming animals, how do we then justify harming animals?
Oh, that's a different.
For what reason?
Literally, my doctor the other day told me to eat more red meat because I'm iron deficient.
Do you think that iron can only be found in meat?
Well, obviously not. You can substitute it, but meat tastes good, I guess.
Do you think taste is a good reason to, say, kill someone?
Like I said, I don't know much about the industry or about human anatomy or anything, so I just eat meat because I like it.
What
So-
do you think about that?
Would you like me to tell you what I think about it?
Yeah, sure. I would love to know.
Would you be okay if I tell you that at the end of the video?
Okay, no worries. Yeah.
Would you say, based on your values, that veganism would be a logical moral conclusion?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I was actually thinking for a while about trying out vegetarianism. Like I said, I don't know much about it.
Hey Sam, the question for the next one is, have you ever eaten a plant?
Have you ever eaten a plant?
Have you ever eaten a plant?
That's gonna be so bad. Have you ever eaten a plant?
Have I ever eaten a plant?
Have you ever eaten a plant?
You know, I'm not gonna lie, I have probably when I was like 5.
You ate a plant when you were 5?
Probably.
Have you eaten a plant recently?
Does lettuce count?
Do you think it counts?
Yeah.
I've seen that one documentary. It's called Dominant Women. You know about that? And yeah, it's really horrible, man.
When you saw Dominion, did you see the bit how the chickens were getting thrown into a big blender?
Yeah.
Do you know why they get thrown into a blender?
Means.
Do you think tomatoes count?
Yeah.
Do you think that cucumbers count?
Yeah, if it's a plant, yeah.
If only female chickens produce eggs, do they need the male chickens?
No.
Do you think those are the ones who get thrown into the blender?
I think so. Yeah.
Do you think that rice counts?
Rice is a grain, isn't it?
Are grains plants?
Still a plant. Yeah, I've confused vegetables.
Is there anything else we eat aside from plants?
Mate?
So we eat plants and meat pretty much as humans? Or a combination of the two? Would you say that's what you think?
If we could survive without buying meat or eggs or milk, do you think that's something that we should try to do?
Yes.
Do you know if there's a word for that?
Vegan?
Do you guys think we could survive on only plants?
I reckon there's no reason for us not to survive on only plants. We could do either if we wanted, but I think for our future, it's probably going to be better for us to survive on only plants.
So do you think that a reasonable thing to say that if people can go vegan, that they should?
Yeah, they should be, because it's healthy diet.
Do you think from the perspective of the animals we eat that we should eat only plants?
I just don't like the idea that we have the control, the power to decide whether animals are produced for eating, consumption, or produced to make more.
You think it's fair to say like animals are kind of here for their own lives to be lived rather than just to be a product for us?
Yeah.
Do you agree that if we as individuals, not as a whole society, but as individuals, can be vegan, that we should be vegan?
Yeah.
Would you say in this day and age, veganism would be a logical moral conclusion?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Would you say veganism is a logical moral conclusion?
Yeah. It's I don't know. It's fair.
Hey! Now listen, I know it wasn't exactly turning people vegan. It was more getting them to agree that veganism is a logical moral conclusion. But we tried our best, and I hope you enjoy this. And you know, the conversations we had, I was really quite surprised. They were really good. I'll put the winner here, their face, beautiful, on my hand. So if you like this stuff, if you want to see more, please let me know. Please stop paying for animals to be stabbed in the throat. That would be really awesome. And peace out. Okay. Okay.